So if you're anything like me, you're not actually putting makeup on whatsoever during lockdown. I haven't worn it for days on end. Obviously I wear it because I make these videos and I'm doing some kind of online tutorial sessions with different universities. So, you know, just to save them some hell, I have put some makeup on, but you obviously don't need it. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm walking and going on my walks, going shopping. It doesn't matter. But the flip side of that is, how do you feel not having makeup on? And do you actually just feel better putting a bit on? But is there really point spending ages doing it? So how about a video about the absolute bare minimum that I wear during lockdown? And I've got one, two, three, four, five products. And these are what I would say are my 5 products that I'm not happy with. I would like much more, but is enough just to sort of, I'm out and, you know, some bits are being covered. Anyway, let's crack on. I'm going to try and do this whole makeup in under a couple of minutes just to show that you can do it. First things first is my Boots number 7 Radiant Glow Concealer. Pump up. The whole point of this as well is that I am not using any tools. So this really is what everyone can have in their makeup bag. None of the products, well, the mascara is expensive, but mascara is mascara, so you know, you can use any one. But all of these products can be bought on the high street. They're all low in price and they're all very quick. That little bugger is, I am way more spotty during lockdown than, I'm not spotty at all normally, but I wonder if it's because I haven't had any makeup on, so I'm touching my face more, whereas normally when I've got a full makeup on, I of course, you know, I leave my face alone, but you know, that magnifying mirror, no makeup on your face, being able to see every pore. Do I leave them alone? No. Do I cause an infection? Yeah. So that's what I do. Anyway, I haven't also got any tan on, so I'm looking really pale. So actually this concealer, although it's an under eye and therefore it's a 1 shade lighter than my actual foundation, is actually fine for me to wear now because it's nearly running out, because I haven't got any tan on, so it absolutely works fine on my skin. So that's probably the concealer that I would put on. That would just cover up those bags maybe a little bit and just a few spots and get me out of the house. Most importantly for me is my brows. Now I've been growing them in, very exciting. I know you're all desperate to see the progress. Nothing much is happening, but what will never grow is these areas here, so they will never come in enough. So I'm just gonna add on a few little fine strokes of this MAC brow styler. This is Stud, and it's almost, well, I think it's perfect for my brow colour. I've not used anything else for years. The only other things I would use are more like sort of, if I'm doing like a really big look and it's more like a more fancier product and I really need to define my brows. But for every day and for when I'm on the bus or on a tube or in a taxi, I can't talk and do this at the same time, that's really easy to put on. And then I just brush through with a spoolie just to make sure that there's no hard lines. I hate the right angles. No, your eyebrows should never be coloured in. The skin shouldn't be coloured. You should just be recreating strokes of brows that you're missing. I don't get why people colour in their skin. It just looks awful. But each their own. I'm trying to be really diplomatic. I need a little bit of colour of my face. I'm not going to put any bronzer on. I'm trying to make this quick and not with not many products. So I'm just going to go for a little bit of blush instead. This is Elf Jelly Pop. The great thing about this blush, this jelly blush, is that it gives me colour. A little bit goes a long way. But it's also got this lovely dewy kind of, it's not really a shimmer, but it gives me like a bit of dewiness. So it's almost acting a little bit like a highlighter, like a brightener at the same time. And I just put that on my apples. And again, with my finger, I'm just working that in to my cheeks. Can I go for a little bit more maybe? A little bit too much of this and it goes a long way. Blush should only be done on the raised part, the fleshy part of the face. It should be nowhere else. It starts there, and if need be, you can work it out a little bit, but that's really only places it needs to be. So there is my blush. And then finally, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Not everyone needs to do this, but I do. I use a Shimmer eyelash curler, and oh my god, is it gone? Oh no, it's still there. My gas is obviously nearly gone. So I just heat up that metal part till it's extremely hot. I test it on my hands and then I go in and curl my eyelashes. I've been doing this for years. I know exactly what I'm doing. I do it every day, sometimes twice a day. I do it in moving vehicles. That does not mean you should be doing it as well. It just is really handy to heat them up with a lighter when you haven't got a hairdryer spare. And can you see what the difference that makes between one eye and the other? Oh my God, this is the only thing I care about is my eyelashes. They are so flat, I can't stand them. Any job I do, I always check the person's eyelashes before I start, because as soon as they're done, as soon as they're curled and set in place, you can create all sorts. So let's curl those. And then I'm going to go and pop on top my Perricone MD really fine mascara, no makeup mascara, which is kind of perfect for this look. It's got a little plastic sort of spoolie that divides your lashes. So I'm having, hang on, let me just lean back a bit. I wonder if I got something on my face. Now that concealer's dried in a bit, it looks a little bit darker. Okay, let's get that on. I think the concealer actually is a little bit too dark almost. I must really be low in fake tan. Sometimes when your products go onto your skin and when you test them on someone, if you're doing a client's makeup, they'll be absolutely perfect if you don't mix it extremely, extremely well or don't know what you're doing, because then they can what word am I trying today? Oxygenate. Do I need to say that? Oh. Oxide? What on earth am I talking about? I'm going to write it below because it's doing my head in. I do know the word, but the colour tends to, when it dries, it develops into a darker colour, and I think that's what's happened on that one there. Anyway, so that's my whole look, and that's what I would do just to get out of the house and to look a little bit more presentable. And on my poor dry lips, it's Orgasm by NARS in their coloured lip balms. So that is just a sheer, oh, it's one of my favourites. Just a sheer wash of colour. There you go, a bit more presentable.